Hey there, large and nerdies. No. I'm Ariel Kristen Caston.
And I'm Jonathan Strickland.
And welcome to the Large Nerdron Collider,
where we take two unrelated topics and mash them together to find out what kind of crazy awesome hybrid comes out.
Like the island of Dr. Marua.
Now, we have to address something. You see, even in geek culture, sometimes you get people who look down on others based upon the stuff that they love. Now, personally, I think that we need to learn to forgive and love one another despite our differences.
True facts. I mean, there's room enough for everyone. So this week, let's pick some subjects that focus on forgiveness and kindness. And what better example than
My Little
Hur.
Pony.
My Little Pony? Really?
I'm a brony!
Ben Hur started off as a novel written by General Lew Wallace. It's been told many times over. There was a stage play where they put horses on conveyor belts so it would look like they were running towards the audience. There was a silent short followed by a full-length silent film where when the horses got injured, B. Reeves Eason actually put them down instead of bringing them to a vet, and it caused a lot of controversy.
In fact, this was not the only time he did this. He did this on other films as well, known for being really hard on horses, so much so that it earned him the nickname, at least from me, of B. Reeves Dog Food Easton.
After that, there was the 1959 version starring Charlton Heston and Stephen Bird, and it won 11 Academy Awards, and that's the one I'm going to be focusing on. Now, the novel and the movie stories differ a little bit, but the general idea is the same. The story focuses around Ben Hur, who is a Jewish prince and merchant, and his childhood friend Masala, who as he grew up joined the Roman army and sided with the Romans instead of the Jews. Well, they meet up when they're adults, and Masala tries to tell Ben Hur, hey, you're really cool, come join the Romans and ditch the Jews, and Ben Hur is like, no way, bro. And they get in a fight, and Masala finds a way to kind of frame Ben Hur for trying to hurt him, gets Ben Hur arrested, gets his mother and his sister arrested, and things look really bleak. While Ben Hur is a captive, he makes friends with his superiors, and when he returns home to free his mother and sister, who have also been arrested when Ben Hur was arrested and sent off, Masala has Ben Hur's old girlfriend tell him that his mother and sister are dead. Well, this makes Ben Hur really angry, and he signs up for a chariot race overseen by Pontius Pilate. There's dirty chariot fighting. Masala puts like spikes on his chariot, and the stars of the show actually had to learn to drive chariots themselves. It was pretty cool. At the end of Ben Hur, in Masala's dying breath, he tells Ben Hur, oh no, your mom and sister aren't dead. They're actually in the Valley of Lepers, and he goes to make amends.
You know,
like you do.
Well, My Little Pony got its start back in 1981 when an illustrator and a sculptor worked together to create a 10-inch tall doll called My Pretty Pony. Well, Hasbro decided they wanted to run this line of dolls under its own name, and they transmogrified My Pretty Pony into My Little Pony in 1983. Now, there have been several generations of this toy, and certain things have stayed more or less the same from generation to generation. For example, most of them have manes and tails that you can brush and comb, and most of them have these little cutie marks that identify exactly which pony it is. This one, as you can tell from the Clydesdale feet, is a Big Brother pony from the first generation. This one would be Daddy Sweet Celebrations with a classic steamer pose.
Do you even know what you sound like?
Anyway, in 1986, the My Little Pony cartoon debuted, and since then we've had lots of ponies follow suit. Today's ponies are Generation 4. The show that goes with that is My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and it has a huge following, including a subset of adult males who really like the show. You can follow characters like Twilight Sparkle and Fluttershy and Applejack and Rainbow Dash and Princess.
Anyhow, now it's time to see what we get when we combine these two things with My Little Ben Hur, Chariots Are Magic.
Shh, here he comes.
We're all gonna die!
No, that's the 1925 version of Ben Hur. This is the 1959 version.
He's gonna die!
No, that's an urban legend. Check Snopes, you doofus, and shut up. Get the chariots ready. Prepare the horses. Today I get revenge on Messala for all the wrongs he has done to me and my family. Mr. Ben Hur?
You know, you don't have to be so vengeful. Racing to the death won't make you feel better.
The way to be happy is to forgive people and be friends.
Otherwise, guilt and sadness will take over your heart like a big black icky monster.
I'm okay with that. Now get with the program or prepare for a sticky situation. Sticky situation?
You don't mean...
That's right. One more objection and you'll be glued just like Pinkie Pie. Revenge!
Wow. That got dark fast.
Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you mix childhood classic with biblical epic. It's like mixing sodium and water. Boom! Put down the pony, Jonathan.
You can pry this pony from my cold, dead hands.
Well, that does it for this week. If you like what you saw, tell your friends about us and subscribe to our channel. Also, make sure to put your suggestions for mashups in the comments and stay tuned. You never know what we're going to do next. We may mix the 1976 classic horror Grizzly with the Care Bears.
Sharing is caring.
See you next time.